They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Florida.
Hey, people still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's coming out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Tigers offense will go to work first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Auburn lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they're able to get him down. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball up your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job Taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Going for it all. He got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Florida! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I've seen if they put the Protect Advantage tier 4. Put it. I think when I went to get this one in California. So I got this one in California.
Do you ever do an insurance claim?
No. It's not broken.
You can upgrade.
Okay.
That's you.
Mm-hmm.
You have the next up anytime you get the 12-month period. All you have to do is pay sales tax on next month. Your bill should be cheaper.
Well, the other thing that made no sense is it says this, and then it's like 13, and then it's like
That's your actual installment. That's how much you're getting for your trade-in. That's the feature that lets you upgrade after 12 months.
Okay.
As long as you keep your phone perfect condition.
Yeah, this one's been fine. I like this one because it has like, it doesn't have the glass bag. The other thing that made no sense is it says buy one, get one device promo, but it doesn't say it for this one.
No, remember it was buy one get 300 off the second.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. That's where I was confused. I was also confused because mine's like 112 and then hers is 98.
Because you have the insurance.
Gotcha.
I'll build you a plan.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over Boston College. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sexton.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Hauls it in. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field, trying to keep this drive alive. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They'll run play action. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And it's right down the boulevard. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. That's caught. It's Brown. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Not enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Gets it out fast. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David. Only able to muster 3 points in their picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Florida. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They'll give it to him again.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. gets it out quickly. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Right on target this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man on the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Trying play action. Going to take a shot. Makes a grab right down the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gators are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. And the Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Using the quick game. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Florida. A great catch and run for 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll send the back in motion. Gonna sling it on second down. Under fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Out of the gun to give to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! They'll try to add another to their lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. To the air on 1st down. A safe call in the wide receiver screen. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Irvin. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. They're going back to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith takes the handoff. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quick strike complete. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Now adjusting. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here we go. The give from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Gators headed quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got it.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take it deep.
Lofts one high and deep. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build